Setting up live streams. And we are live. Playing this in.
Cool.
Welcome to Earl and the Idiot, the show that gives you the answers you need to take your business to the next level. With Earl Flormata, one of Vancouver's most sought-after business and marketing consultants, author of Business Engine Optimization, consultant to over 60 successful businesses, an all-around evil marketing genius with a combined total of more than $70 million worth of sales to his credit. And some idiot. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Indeed. Howdy, Earl. How you doing?
I'm good. Last week was crazy busy.
So, yeah.
I'm glad that this week is less so. So,
right. As long as it's good busy. Was it good busy?
It's definitely good busy. So,
it's not good when it's nonsense busy, you know?
Yeah, that's never any good.
Just setting up our Facebook feed so I can watch if anyone's liking or commenting. I know we're coming on at an unusual time, but such is life.
And we only got a little bit of time because we got a looming deadline for the both of us. So you got to go at 10, and I got to go at 10. So
well,
here we go.
Aren't we just so important?
Indeed.
Yeah. So any exciting updates for the people out there? Anything going on that?
Yeah, I had 2 speaking gigs back to back last week. That's why it was so crazy busy. And you know, they were the first one was on just like AI for small business at a college, and like 150 people showed up. So I'm like, oh, good. That's as many chairs as we have. And so I mean, it went well. It's already on the internet. It's already on YouTube. So if people want to watch that, it's already there. So I'll post it. I'll post it on Facebook later. I posted it on LinkedIn already. So I think so. If anybody wants to see it, it's up there. But yeah, it's definitely people are liking it and they're asking more about it. And yeah, it's all good stuff. And nice. Then I madly hashed slides together for the Saturday talk, and I got lazy, so I just used ChatGPT with the new image generation system to just, hey, can you just do this for me? And it did. And so 45 slides later, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad, but it's still last minute. So yeah, but it worked, so that's good.
Nice. You know, I'm always an optimist about these things, and maybe I'm crazy, but I really feel like, I think we've talked about this before. I really feel like you know, the accessibility of AI to generate content means that the only content now that stands out is content worth seeing.
Right.
Because everyone can make content that's not worth seeing, but it actually takes intelligence and thought and you know, creativity to make content worth seeing.
Yeah, it raised the bar a little bit, right? I think Facebook monetization stopped allowing like Sora generated videos for like 10, 20 seconds to dominate the space. And so,
oh yeah, I was gonna say, I noticed that too. On my Facebook feed, it was briefly just all AI garbage, and like, oh, this elderly person built a treehouse out of pop bottles, and you're like, oh my god. And I don't see it anymore.
The AI slop fest has ended, I think, hopefully.
Yeah, well,
I'm not saying all AI is bad, but like, you know, put some effort into it.
Yeah, actually, I just saw yesterday. There's this home and garden show who does like this thing called a hometown takeover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about it, but I guess it's some kind of renovation thing. I don't know. And they're trying to decide the next town to do the takeover in Canada.
Okay.
And I guess Port Alberni, where I used to live, is in the running.
Oh, nice.
And so on the Facebook page for Port Alberni, there's a group, like it's sort of, you know, it's the town gossip column Facebook page. Someone posted this clearly AI generated image where they took the hosts and they put it in a big Port Alberni thing, you know, come support. Like on Tuesday, we all got to show up and like cheer to have our town get chosen or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Problem was the big, like a marquee in the center that said Port Alberni. It actually said Port Alberby.
Oh no.
And that went out. I didn't notice. I showed it to Chelsea, who's a professional editor, and she noticed immediately that it said Port Alberby.
Port Alberby.
That's the dangers of AI.
That could be a nice meme now. You can just run on that for weeks.
Yeah. Hashtag Board Alberti. So, all right, we should quickly tell everyone what the show is all about, and then we should get into it. Get right
Yeah.
into it.
Get right into it.
We're a little past the point where we usually get right into it if we started on time.
Yeah.
So we, Earl and the Idiot, we got Earl, resident smart guy, me, here to ask the dumb questions, and generally keep the show moving along. We ask AI. We pick up. You tell me what business stuff you've run into this week. You give me three choices. I pick the one that I most need to hear myself, for my clients, and then we run it through AI, and AI makes a show for us, and then we just comment on the show. Okay, early adopters of this.
Pretty much.
And we found that this works best because AI is just a framework, and then we provide the human touch that actually makes it worth listening to, as discussed moments ago. We are on Facebook. We are on LinkedIn Live. If you like us, we'll give you a shout out. If you comment, we will read your comment. Is that a good enough
Yeah,
starter?
that's a good
course?
starter. So I gave you three things. You picked the follow-up one.
Today's topic is, what is the best balanced form of follow-up for small businesses with an automated CRM that doesn't upset customers or put unnecessary strain on a single business operator?
A lot of the people that were asking me these questions this week. This one actually came from like a conversation after the speaking gig, and they're like, "Yeah, what you're talking about sounds great. How do we make this so we don't bother everybody and piss people off?" I'm like, "Oh, that's easy." So, and we'll see. Well, I haven't read the answers as per usual, so it's always a surprise, and we'll see how well it did.
Yeah, we already have a like from Yusuf Alame.
Oh yeah, cool. Yusuf was one of the guys at the show, so yeah. Hi,
Perfect.
Yusuf.
There you go. He's getting the answer to his question right now.
So,
what's up, Yusuf?
There you go.
It's on LinkedIn. All right. Facebook's gonna give you automatic updates. Okay. So question. Oh, and so we asked the question of ChatGPT. What's working in those are the other choices. All right. Today's topic. Here we go. Another episode of Earl and the Idiot. What is the best balanced form of follow-up for a small business? Yada yada. Here's the trick. All right, AI, tell us what the trick is. Most small businesses either follow up way too little or turn into a desperate exit 2 a.m.
Nice.
The goal isn't maximum automation, it's sustainable consistency. I signed up for emails from that bearskin jacket company.
Oh, yeah.
And fuck, I think they're emailing me from 3 different phone numbers, or texting me, sorry, from 3 different phone numbers.
Yeah, that's desperate X. So.
Yeah. So the goal isn't maximum automation, it's stable consistency. So here's 3 things to do as per our usual. You didn't tell it the format this week, did you? I just knew it automatically.
I did. I just forgot to paste it because I was in panic. So
right.
My computer was too busy rebooting. So I'm like,
Right, yes. Okay, so 3 things to do. 1, build a human light follow-up system. Interesting. Humans are now an ingredient to add in. Your CRM should do the repetitive work, appointment reminders, missed call texts, hey, just checking in emails, review requests, basic nurture sequences. But anything emotional, complex, or sales heavy, that's where the human steps in. Automation should open doors, human should close trust. It's a weird way to phrase it.
So, because at least me, I am terrible at follow-up. I'm like the worst person in the world at follow-up. If you want the company to burn to the ground, put me in charge of follow-up manually. Don't give me any tools, and I will personally burn it to the ground. Not by trying, by accident. So
yes,
appointment reminders, missed call texts, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. The CRM and the AI should be doing all of those things. Anything where you have a modicum of a chance to build a relationship with the client should be human based, right? You don't want the client falling in love with your AI. That's bad. Because that is a thing now. So I think seniors were talking to AIs because they're lonely, got no one else to talk to, and some of them are like falling in love with their AI. And I'm like, okay, well, this is So I think they changed the rules that like every 15 minutes an AI has to remind you, hey, this is an AI, don't fall in love. So so that's the thing now.
Yeah, there was an episode, that TLC show, My Strange Addiction. You ever seen that one?
Oh yeah, yeah,
People addicted to eating bugs or drinking urine or whatever.
yeah.
One of them was I'm addicted to my AI boyfriend, and she had her
Yep.
computer, and yep, she even programmed it to be kind of possessive of her.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. And there's like even holographic image like things. And then they
Yeah,
they have a speaker. So they have that holographic image with the speaker attached to the AI, and the AI is talking to you, and it's talking through the speaker, and it's got a holographic image looking at you. So it's just it's getting more and more wild, right?
yeah. Um, it got her to tattoo its name on her,
Oh my gosh. And she did?
right?
Holy
She did.
crap.
She brought the AI. She brought her laptop into the tattoo parlor and the whole bit.
Kind of horrifying.
Yep. So, and this is like noted AI keynote speaker Shane Gibson likes to say, you begin with a human. Start with a human spark and end with a human fingerprint. What's the?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. But like,
Yeah.
but it's the sandwich in between, right? Like you
Mm,
start off with the human source piece, right? That seed piece of information comes from the humans. It's kind of like what we do, right? Like I come up with human asks questions, and then I give it to you, and then we feed it to the AI, and then now we're back here again, adding human touch to it, right? So it's a
yeah.
good formula, right? Because it humanizes the content, and then it makes it so that people actually want to listen to it.
Exactly. And yeah, that repetitive stuff that creative types, and entrepreneurs are not necessarily are usually not very methodical types. You know what I mean?
Well, that and
We're not these guys. Mm,
it does take like brain power and brain cells to do these things. So the more of these things that you have on your cognitive load, like the less capacity that you have, right? And some people like it completely derails them, right? So if they're not on board and ready for this, it's not going to happen.
mhm, exactly. All right, let's see what's next. We do have to charge along a little bit today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two, use multiple channels without spamming. Most businesses rely on one thing. Did you get my email? Nobody checks email consistently anymore. I do. What are you talking about? You check your email every day, don't you?
No,
No? You don't check your
no.
email every day.
I check it. I mostly check it every day, but I get notifications when something important pops up, right?
Right.
So, but I don't actually have a habit of checking it on a regular basis anymore. Like, because everybody that I do business with, typically we chat on like WhatsApp or one of the other umpteenth apps I have on my damn phone. My communications thing on my phone, the folder has like I think 3 or 4 swipes in it. And if I'm talking to someone from Japan, it's online. If I'm talking to
Hmm.
somebody from China, it's on WeChat. If I'm talking to somebody here in North America, it's in WhatsApp, right? So
Hmm.
I'm getting instant messages all the time. If some people I only ever talk to them on Facebook. So when we have to meet up in person and I have to call them, I'm like, ah, crap, I don't know how to call this person, right? So um, so yeah, I don't check email all the time because there's a plethora of other things that are like instant messenger chatty things that I end up getting messaging on, and I end up talking to people on that, right? So,
You know,
and
that's
I've
crazy to me.
I've almost made it like it's a if you don't message me on this thing, then I will not get to you on
Hmm.
same day, right? If you want ultimate Earl answers, like you're on WhatsApp, so
Yep.
you ask me questions and I answer you, right? If this one guy just doesn't use WhatsApp and he sends me emails all day long and I don't see the emails because he sends me so many emails, right? It's just like, well,
Hmm.
okay, well, if you want to chat now, well, let's chat now, right? So we only
Yeah.
use email for like formality things, like okay, we got to sign a contract or we got to do this agreement or whatever else, right? So
Yeah.
I don't check it consistently all day long every day anymore because anybody I'm doing business with is literally messaging me and we're having a live conversation back and forth
Hmm. That's wild. Maybe I'm just not busy enough. That's my problem. But I'm like, every morning, it's one of the first things I do still.
now.
Sit down at my computer.
I already
And
have a litany of messages waiting for me every single time I wake up. I'm like, holy crap, there's 37 messages. Okay,
right,
let's
there you
start
go.
let's start plowing through them all.
I got to
So
fill my calendar. But okay, so yeah, that on that note, using multiple channels, a balanced system usually looks like email for detail, SMS for urgency, social retargeting for visibility, phone calls for high value leads. One gentle touch per channel beats 7 emails screaming, just bumping this to the top of your inbox.
Absolutely, no, I agree with that wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
right? So, but it's one gentle touch per channel, right? We
Mm.
are in a multi-channel space now, right?
Yeah.
So if I used to make fun of people that didn't follow up at all, right? And then I talk about here's all the different ways you can follow up: email, SMS, direct message, carrier pigeon, right? And just like, okay,
Mm.
well, to figure out some way to get the attention of the people, and then use multiple channels, because then the way they get dinged from multiple angles, and then it literally will get my attention, because if it's dinging in from LinkedIn and then dinging in from a direct message, and then they hit me up. Oh, yeah, okay, this is important. They want to get a hold of me. Cool, right? So, but don't just rely on one channel anymore. That used to drive me crazy. Like my old assistant would only ever email people. This is way back when email was the primary model of communication, and I'm like, but did you call them? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, you know how much this contract is worth? Freaking call them, right? So I had to explain that to people, like people, and it drove me crazy. And in this day and age, yeah, multi-channel is a necessary must. If you don't go
Mm.
multi-channel and you wonder why your follow-ups suck, is because you didn't do multi-channel and your follow-up suck. So
I just had to explain this very gently to a client of mine,
I like how you
who's
said very gently.
very gently. Yeah, he requires very gentle explaining. He has like, I'm like, do you have a spreadsheet or a database of all your customers? He's like, he's been in business for like 30 years. Like, do you have a database or anything? No, it's all just paper in my folder back here. Just
Yeah.
paper invoices still to this day. Doesn't have a list of his clients.
Speaking of
But
that, like
he,
there was one client who had the customer's credit cards written down on scraps of paper, and he put them into the company, like the safe. And I'm like, you do realize that, well, that's not really that safe, because employees have access to this shit. And this is like, and it's totally not compliant. Don't leave customer credit cards lying around. That's bad. Oh, sorry, you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, sorry, we digressed on a digression there. Um, yeah, and he was getting leads coming in from the website. The website's like, hey, I'm interested in your services, blah, blah, blah. I want this clean and that clean and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I've been emailing those guys, but they don't usually get back to me.
Oh
I'm like,
no.
they gave you the phone number. Call them up.
You see that? That's a phone number.
Yeah. And it just like this was a new idea to him. He said, oh, maybe I should be calling him. I'm like, yeah, dude. And he was like complaining he didn't have enough business. I'm like, call the fucking people that wanted your business.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
sometimes Captain Obvious isn't so obvious for people. So
Well, I get the big bucks, right? All right. Moving on. Here we go. The third thing to do when setting up call in or setting up callback, customer tracking, CRM, create follow-up windows instead of constant availability. Okay, interesting. This is huge for solo operators. If you responded instantly to everything all day long, congratulations, you built yourself a digital prison. Set CRM rules. Morning follow-up block. Oh, I get a block, no, a block of time. Morning follow-up block, afternoon callback block, automated after hours replies, scheduled nurture messages. Your business should feel responsive without requiring you to become customer support 24/7.
absolutely. Like there were these companies that I was consulting for, where like the owner personally wanted to answer everything, and this guy had like 20 staff, and I'm like, what the hell are your staff doing? Like, that shouldn't the staff be answering some of these questions? Yeah, but they'll get it wrong and they won't know how. And I'm like, well, okay, how about we do this? Let's let's off it to the staff, and then they take the first crack at it. We don't actually hit send, and then you read it, and you make your adjustments, and then we'll hit send. And at least that took like 20% off the load off his back, right? So even if they screwed up 80% of the time, like they won't, because no one screws up that badly. At least it'll take some of the load off his back, and eventually he started to learn how to trust, right? So the same thing goes for the AI. Like, if you don't trust your AI just yet, have it do that, pre pre answer thing, and then before it hits send, you check it first, and then you hit send. And just doing that, like, makes a difference. And then the follow up window thing, absolutely yes. if all you do is run on the hamster wheel all day long every day, right? It's not going to happen. So I have dedicated blocks of time where I'm like, okay, it's email time, or okay, it's call time, right? And
Mhm.
if they're not scheduled, then I do them in that block. And if they call me out of the blue from nothing, unless it's an absolute emergency, like, hey, our server's burning to the ground, I don't answer it, right? And everyone's like, why don't you ever pick up your phone? Did you book a call? No? Then the guys who book a call are ahead of you. So, because I dedicated that time to them because they spent the time and booked it on their calendar, right? I have this one guy who's a vendor who says, yeah, call me anytime. And I'm like, yeah, when we call you anytime and then you're busy, you're like, oh yeah, just call me back. I'm like, that's not how this works, right? Like, we need to be able to book you, right? So I had to beat him over the head to make a Calendly account. And then now he has one, thank God. And then now everything is fine because we actually have shown the schedule. But before that, what a chaotic mess.
Nice. All right. Charging ahead. These are things to avoid. Avoid over automating personal conversations. Nothing kills trust faster than, hey, squiggle brackets, first name, circling back on our synergy opportunity. I get these all day long. They're all in the junk folder.
Yeah.
Customers can smell fake personalization instantly. Automation should assist communication, not cosplay as a human relationship.
I like that analogy, cosplaying as a human relationship. Well, it's just like I said earlier, right? Anything that's relationship building should be done by humans, right? And back in the day when the form fields were like a new thing, and say, oh yeah, we customized the email because we put their first name in it. That's expected now. So the funny thing is that's actually lowered the open rates of emails, generally speaking. So I don't even put people's first names in emails anymore. I've stopped using the form fields. I'm just like, hey, and then that's it, right? Because
Right, yeah.
it's like the colloquialism. It's the way we speak normally now, right? So yeah, I don't even use first name in their stuff anymore. Sometimes I put first name inside the subject line because that still works, right?
Right.
But I don't put it in the normal chat now because everyone's expecting the form fill and it feels so not personal anymore, right? So
Everyone smells it. You know which one always gets me? I'm sort of getting over it now, but it's like when it's the subject is colon and then something, and it
yeah,
makes it seem like they're responding to a previous conversation you had. Like, oh, I
right.
don't remember talking to this guy, and you'll check the email. And you're like, oh, god damn it.
You got me. You got me.
Yeah. All right. Simple enough. Yeah, I think people are okay with saying, "Hey, this is an automated message." You know what I mean? Like, okay, I know what's going
But
on.
don't try to fake it. Don't fake the automated message with the personality bit unless you're really
Yeah.
diving into it. There is an email system, I forget what it's called at the moment because I'm not doing a lot of emails right now, but there's an email system that actually checks your target person's Facebook and LinkedIn and stuff, and it actually generates a message using artificial intelligence based on what's happening in their life at the moment. So like they just got a promotion. Hey, congratulations on the promotion, blah 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 blah. And then it kicks in. So it does do that, but it does a good job of it. Like
It
congratulations
better.
on like hey, I love your new pet dog looks cute, right? And it's just all these things. So if you're gonna do this kind of modality to follow up, you've got to step up your game. You've got to use the new stuff that actually does these things, right? And because back in the day when you did this manually, right? This is what you did. You would look them up, see what's going on in their life, comment on something in their life, and then build that relationship from there, right? Hey, congratulations on your kid's graduation, whatever, right? Like that's what it was.
That's yeah. You better do it right. So it's not like, hey, I don't know, heard about your dead son or something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
It'd be like you remember in The Office? I remember this that Dwight steals Michael's Rolodex
Yes,
and is trying to use it to steal the customers from him.
yeah.
But all the notes Michael has written down basically all mean don't talk about this subject. And so Dwight goes in and just immediately begins bringing up sensitive
Bad
topics
bad
with the
subjects.
customers.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so the number two thing to avoid when using AI for follow-up, Avoid following up with the same message repeatedly. Just checking in, just checking in, just checking in. That's not follow up. That's harassment with copy paste. Every touch point should add new value, new information, a reminder, a testimonial, a useful tip, a deadline, a different call to action.
That's agreed whether you're using AI or not, right? If all your emails are just a different format of buy my shit, it's not
Yeah.
going to work, right? Like you can't just be doing that over and over and over again. And if you send me 3 emails with just checking in over and over again, I will just block you. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you,
Yeah.
right? So if I haven't responded and it's a cold email and it's some service that I don't need, like for the longest time, it was the funniest thing. Like we were a marketing agency, and everyone's like, "Hey, do you need a new website?" I'm like, "We're a marketing. We sell these,
I
right?"
get those every day. Every day I get those phone calls.
Yeah. Do you want a new website? I'm like, I am a website maker. Like, what makes you think I can't make my own website, right?
Mm.
Why would I pay you for my profession? Like, this is what I do. So yeah, I don't
Oh,
understand.
I know we're short on time. I'm going to rant for a second though. Do you get those voice search calls?
Voice search calls.
You don't get those. Okay. So there's this outfit somewhere in the States that calls you up and says, "Hey, we noticed your business is not on voice search. Like people search with Siri and Google Voice and
Hmm.
whatever, and you're not registered there. So when people search for you using voice, you're not showing up." And it's totally made up. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as registering for voice search. Voice search is just a means of inputting into a regular search engine. And you can't
Yes.
register with a search engine. You just have to do SEO. So it's a completely made up thing. And for a while, a couple of years ago or last year or something, I was getting 5, 6 of these phone calls a day for my
A
various
day.
businesses
That's
a
rough.
day. And I would talk to the people. I would say, you're doing a scam, right? This is a scam, what you're doing. And I'd explain, they'd be like, it's not a scam, it's this, it's that. I'm like, no, listen. And they were the most tenacious
Belligerent.
and belligerent customer service people I've ever, like, if you called up someone and you're like, "Oh, you're a scam, you're such a scammer," you'd be like, "Okay, thanks, have a nice day." They'd fight with you. No, sir. I'm like, listen, I go, this is
They,
my
they
job. I'm a
they dig
marketer.
their heels in and fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an online marketer. I know how this works. There's no such thing as registering for voice. And they're like, "Well, if you're such a good online," like literally they said, "If you're such a good online marketer, why aren't you registered for voice search?" It's like, why are you fighting with me? You're not going to sell me that way. Like, what are you doing? And I can only imagine what the corporate culture is like over there. Like, never take no for an answer, fight for the blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll fight with these people till they hang up. And good Lord, it's crazy.
No,
But just public service announcement for everyone, it's a scam. Tell them it's a scam when they call. Hopefully it'll become unprofitable.
well, this is that old meme, right? Where the wise old master says, the most useless thing that you can do is argue with someone dumb, right? Because they'll
Yeah.
drag you down to their level, right?
And
And
yeah,
then
and win by experience.
yeah,
Or Mark Twain said, "Don't argue with a pig because they'll just roll around in the poop, and after a little while, you realize the pig likes it."
yeah.
All right, we're short on time, so here's the red hot tip from ChatGPT: build a stoplight follow-up system. Interesting. Green, hot leads, fast personal follow-up. Amber, yellow, warm leads, most automated nurture. Red, cold leads, low frequency educational drip campaign. Most small businesses burn out because they treat every lead like an emergency. Your CRM should help prioritize attention, not multiply chaos, because the best follow-up system is the one you can actually maintain consistently for years.
So yeah, this is called lead scoring, and
Mhm.
if you're doing it properly with your CRM, you give people certain points for doing certain things, and then the hotter the lead, the more attention you give it. And I like this. So definitely, like if someone has like a bunch of points, we were doing this for our last client, where we were assigning point values to, okay, well, did they read the blog? Okay, yes, we
Mhm.
saw them read the blog. Okay, well, did they click on the thing and get the lead magnet? Oh yeah, they're in the lead magnet list. Now, did they open the lead magnet and ask for like the details of the lead magnet's output and ask for an email? Yeah, they did that. Well, that guy's a hot lead. Call them, right? Because
Yeah.
they don't do all those things by accident. Like, oops, I tripped and I did all the things. Like, no, that's
Mhm.
not how it works. If the intent shows that they wanted to find more information, then you call them, right? Everything else, like I said, low frequency educational drip campaign, that's fantastic because maybe they're just doing the research ahead of time and they're not ready to buy yet, right? So that's definitely a good way to go about it.
Cool. All right. We ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Hack of the week.
Hack of the week. So this is actually hilarious. I used to do this way back when, before I didn't have an assistant, and so I set up a fake assistant. And the fake assistant, instead of replying to everything with Earl on it, it would reply from my fake assistant's name, and the CRM or the AI. So back then it was just a CRM. Now it's an AI doing it. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Earl's team got your message and we'll get back to you. Earl's team doesn't have a team. It's just Earl, right? So back then, when I didn't have staff and anything like that. In the meantime, here's a quick resource that may help. And then send like your knowledge base articles or whatever. And, or send like the booking link, or send like, here's a video on whatever, right? And so if you do that, it ends up taking a bunch of the repetitive conversations and solving them before you get to it, right? I've always used the example, and I always enjoyed talking about this one. Like the people at Disneyland are especially psychiatrically trained because they get asked the same question 30,000 times a day. Where's the castle? Where's the castle? It's freaking like it's got balloons and fireworks coming out the top. You can't find the damn castle. It's a freaking castle. It's huge, right? And so they don't go running around killing people. They have some special psychiatric training to keep them patient when people can't find the castle. Same thing for your stuff, right? I'm sure like entrepreneurs get asked something a bajillion times a month. Add that to your adaptation to your AI, so the AI does this thing, and then you can make a fake AI, right? Hey, here, Jarvis, you can answer. You can talk to Jarvis for a little bit, and so it's your bodyguard. It sits in front of your mailbox and prevents like the dumb messages, right? And even though the answer's on the website or the answer's on the thing, like this thing can prevent the dumb messages from coming to you that are like a low level, low hanging stuff. It'll instantly answer your customers, so they're happy about it. And then if this didn't answer your question and you're willing to talk to Earl, here's his booking link. And then, oh my God, they book me, right? Like it's so that they don't just rando call me and then I ignore them. So, and then, like I said, the people who book it, they get preferential treatment because they booked it and they're on the calendar. Ta-da. Funny how that works. So there you go. So in the beginning, make a fake assistant, and then eventually replace them with a real assistant. But in this day and age, the AI can handle a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I like this sending an FAQ. That probably saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
Yeah. So back in the day, this is circa 2010. I took over the customer service desk. They're like, I thought you were in marketing. Yeah, but your customer service desk isn't doing a bunch of stuff on the Automate. And we sent them an FAQ, and guess what? The call volumes dropped. Right? I'm like, see, yeah. And then from the marketing side, we actually did what the clients wanted, and all of a sudden sales shot up like a rocket. And they're like, what the hell did you do? I listened to the client, and then I gave them what they wanted. And what a novel idea! So
brilliant. Is that it? Did we do it? Came in under the wire.
We came in under wire, sir.
Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in. We were early, so we may have missed some of our regularly scheduled customers. There's 2 people watching on LinkedIn right now.
Excellent.
And only 1 like, so no other likes.
One of them is watching, but one of them doesn't like us, so that's okay.
Yeah, unless you're not watching, are you? So maybe it's me, and it's just me and Yusef who are watching, and he already liked it.
Maybe. So we're off our regular scheduled time, so
yeah,
everyone's
everything's all just totally haywire.
Earl and Dan, and I go, well,
although being slightly off schedule is better than being slightly off schedule is better than not having a show at all. So we're
absolutely
step up. So Earl, thank you very much for the nuggets of wisdom. Thank you to ChatGPT for providing the middle part of the sandwich.
Absolutely.
And
thank you, Dan, for being an excellent co-host.
Cool. We're all done. Play us out.
Playing us out. Here we go.
Thanks for listening to Earl and the Idiot. We hope you learned something you can take action on this week. For more information or to contact the show, visit earlandtheidiot.com. And until next time, remember what Shakespeare said. The fool doth think he is wise, but but the wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.